So I'm Justin Simon, I'm an independent consultant and working for Contact Family as an associate, and I'm working with one of the parent carer forums. So what I've been asked to do in this session, very briefly, is just to kind of introduce the key messages from this report so that then you can discuss your views about what the issues are, what the challenges are. So I wanted to keep this short so that you're able to have more discussion on your tables. The background to the report is that all the pathfinders had to evidence how they would engage with parents and carers in their bid to become a pathfinder. And so the report charts the success of this. So the questionnaire, which Dave received and all others did, was sent to 31 Pathfinder parent care forums in December. And 24 parent care forums took part. Key messages. So I wanted to kind of highlight the key messages that came out of this. There are many, many more messages than these, but these are just the ones that I wanted to draw your attention to. So one of the main things was that the profile of the parent care forum was raised alongside the importance of parent participation. So the act of the local authority having to involve, having to engage with the parent care forum meant that their profile was raised considerably. And, as you can see, 22 out of 24 forums reported that it improved their relationship with the local authority professionals. And in addition, additional resources were gained from participating. So very significant positive outcomes from being involved. Then additional key messages. Involvement changed professional views of parents in a positive way. There was more focus on parents and young people. And it opened doors for other participation activities, especially with health and education. And representing the views of a wide range of parents through meetings, conferences and consultation events occurred. And the number of different activities that the parent care forums got involved in were enormous. So as a result of being engaged, there were a lot of conferences that they held, a lot of consultations, and this was to make sure that they were representing not just the views of the people who attended the meetings, but all the kind of parent carers in the locality. So there was a lot of evidence to show that. One of the things I was asked to do in addition was to try to tabulate how much time was taken up attending meetings. And it was vast. One of the areas tabulated it for me and showed me that they'd spent 200 hours. One person would have spent 200 hours over the year attending meetings, excluding travel time. Travel time in some of the areas was 5-hour return journey, 6-hour return journey. So the amount of time that you guys take to make sure that parents are represented is enormous and to be commended. So what's needed in the future, things to ponder. 14 of the forums said that it's essential to work together. And it's obvious, but it needs to be said. By listening to each other, by co-production, by having meaningful dialogue and not having a them and us culture. And the co-production was one of the ways that was identified as being of most value in terms of making sure that there was parity between the way professionals were viewed and the way parents were viewed. Good communication, by being open to the views of parents and actively reaching out. Keeping the child and family at the centre of the picture. And I put in that local authorities must work in partnership with parent carer forums. In the draft SEN Code of Practice, there's a should work in partnership, and the parent carer forums were very clearly saying that they felt that it should be a must. There should be a statutory requirement. So challenges, we've identified 4 areas of challenges. One of them being capacity. So some of the parent care reforms are quite small and they've been stretched by the requirements of the pathfinders. And that ties in with the work streams. There have been many work streams on all the different aspects of the local offer. And it's been hard to get parents represented in all of them. And it's inevitably impacted on the work of on the other work of the parent care forums. It was not unusual for there to be 8 work streams, and each one needing 1 or 2 representatives. So you can imagine how that impacts on other work that the forums are doing. There needs to be a change of culture. Several forums identified that a cultural shift is needed to involve and respond to parent views. As I said, co-production was found to aid cultural change and the decision-making. And some staff are reluctant to abandon the old ways. So the whole way in which the local authority works needs to shift in order to incorporate and value the role of parent carers. The time of meetings and the timings of them. So this was a challenge for most forums, with meetings being held and cancelled at short notice, held during school holidays, held outside of school hours, a vast number of ways in which there were barriers, essentially, to full parent-carer participation. And then the time needed to attend these meetings was enormous, including travel time. So a real barrier to having attendance. Then another challenge is involvement. In some areas it's been challenging to ensure that parent carers are included, listened to and taken seriously. And the involvement of other agencies has been a challenge, especially the local health services. It's really important for everybody to be pushing for full involvement in these meetings. Done. That's it. So I hope now that it's given you a flavour of the report, and that we can go on to discuss the challenges in tables and come up with solutions in the wider network.